Hello and welcome, Dragon Warrior Randomizer fans, to our Week 4 vodcast of the Random Percent Cup matchup. Today we have our top 4 finishers who did not previously win. We do not re-show the winners. So we have Scarlet Shadow, Tilo, High Spirits, and Bob Pineapple MD for the 3rd week in a row. I'm Aaron TU2, and with me on comms today is CyberDark86.
Hello.
All right, and we also have Kami and Renakai doing the restream and tracking as both Cyberdark and Kami. So we have a very small crew for what is going to be a very quick race. This is probably Cursed Princess. I don't remember if that's the exact title, but that is what we are looking at. The Cursed Princess flag is set to on. So the win condition today, you can still win the game normally, but the big thing to do is to try to find those cursed belts and try to find the princess and get that done as quickly as possible.
Indeed it is. So we also had random growth and random map were checked on. Menu wrapping is on, permanent torch as we've always had. And other than that, Cursed Princess and Treasure Guards were the only things we were guaranteed. Everything else was either random or off.
All right, and here we go, getting the instructions from the king. We have a nice assortment of different sprites today, and it looks like Token and Cursed Belt both in the beginning area here, which is good, starting with the Sleep spell. And we do have keys set to on. So we found one of the 3 Cursed Belts in this flag set. Cursed Belts are always set to 3 unless you have vanilla searches, which I don't believe we have, else that wouldn't be the treasures we would see.
I believe on Cursed Princess they're always at the 3 anyway.
All right. Well, I mean, I know if I think it's set to 2 if the search spots are all identical. And what did we see there? I think it was Breckenary and Grinham right off the bat. And so get those keys. Maybe if we see a Cursed Belt inside of Grinham, and wow, that is some. It looks like, is that summer sale set or is that random prices?
Random prices, I believe, because I think the leather armor was up around 14,000, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I didn't look long enough at the stuff, so there we go. Random stuff. We should be able to, with a little bit of money, get decent gear, but how much gear are you going to need really depends on what spells happen. If we get hurt really quickly, you can take down a lot of stuff with hurt and some hit points, and then hurt more. If we get that, then I don't know if any of the gear matters except maybe some armor.
Yeah, but it also depends on how fast you find Swamp Cave and if you can get to the princess. Because if you can get her at level 1 and manage to get through the enemy, which probably not, and can find a Cursed Belt, then great, you can win at level 1. Not going to happen.
Right, and we did see Remolder just to the south. This looks like a very small map. It is really compact, and it's usually when you see stuff like that. So, peeking up, Bob Pineapple at level 3 gets hurt more. Yeah, there we go.
Hurt more is possibly all you need when you get to that spike tile. If it's an Axe Knight, something like that, you could easily take it out. If it's a Red Dragon, however, or a Golem, well, that's a different story.
Right, and the way that the Cursed Princess flag works, for those who might not be aware, is that when you turn in the princess after you rescue her, she'll take something from your inventory. It is generally what's considered to be the least valuable thing, and it won't be a key item unless I think she can take the Staff of Rain, but we're just going to assume that's not going to happen because there'd be no reason for anyone to pick it up. So the big question mark here was you have to get enough Cursed Belts or other items that are more valuable, i.e. the Erdrick's token, which they all have, which is, a pretty good thing to find because now that's one less item you have to worry about.
Also, that original Cursed Belt in the throne room, that's the only time you can get that one. You can't get it back.
Right, so what we're going to be hoping for is an easy-to-find Cursed Belt for the players. If they're both very deep and difficult to get to, the Cursed flag might not be that ideal. Having to dig to the 5th spot in grave for the one loose Cursed Belt, or through a deep Charlock to get to something in the basement. those would be scenarios where you might have to consider a different way of finishing this.
Yeah, especially with a full Sherlock and the curse belts being down there, by the time you're down there, it's probably almost as well to go kill the Dragon Lord.
So we've seen people buy keys. Bob is checking this chest in Breckenary, and it is a cursed belt, so they are right next to Tantagel. It's going to cost you some keys to get, but that's probably going to be our cursed belt grind for the day.
It seems like it. Fun fact, I actually sold my first cursed belt for money for weapons.
Well, I mean, if you know you're going to get it back really quick, that's not that big of a problem. Again, with Token, you need 7 total, so theoretically he has 2. If he gets a full set of keys, he should be able to pop them out, but there's probably no rush to fill up since it's right next to the castle. You could literally do it with the princess at hand.
Yeah, once you get the princess, just return back, run in, grab it, and if you have to, you can go get keys at Rimbledar pretty quick.
And right, the one thing that we didn't mention was that the random chest locations were on as well, so you have to have some knowledge of that, knowing that pretty much every town has additional 2 slots for chests, and that the chests tend to be a little bit more spread out. So we see Tilo here in the treasury, but looks like there was no curse belts there either. So there was only 3 chests instead of the normal 4, but there could still be some more lying about here.
I see some people in chat saying apparently they missed that curse belt for a long time.
Yeah, that would be rough. So, and yeah, we got all 4 chests. It appears that there is no curse belt in at least the base Tantagel. So, the fact that Bob was able to find that one in Breckenary, I think, before everyone else probably helps. But we see High Spirits fighting a green dragon. Is that on the spike?
I'm not sure where he's found it, but we'll know shortly. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we know exactly what is going to happen now. We found Swamp, we found the spike, and I think it wasn't too far away. So basically it's grind levels, get belts, and get princess. That's all that's left to do.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that is just east of all the starting area. High Spirit should head back there shortly.
And it's not surprising that we're seeing it this quickly on the screen because, I mean, one of these 4 people won the race. So like, being able to find Swamp early, being able to find keys early, being able to find the belt early, these were probably the first times that any of the players saw them.
Scarlet is in the grave, and we have a treasure guard on one of the chests for the silver harp.
Alright, the silver harp is another thing that you won't have to worry about. This is pointed out in chat from Tilo. Vanilla zones were on, which I guess meant that the green dragon was guaranteed to be there. I didn't even think to pay attention to the zones.
And I wasn't sure on that because I didn't see enough enemies to really pay attention to it.
I guess that the easiest thing would be if Zone 0 is just reds and or red slimes and I guess basic slimes, but
Which you lost.
And I guess treasure guards were on as well, so that's what that magic wyvern was. Treasure guards are fun because they seem like it's going to be gating the game a little bit, but usually about level 6 or 7 you can kill most of what's on there, and it ends up being just a nice experience infusion.
For sure, yeah. You know, unless you walk into Cole and not expecting to see a Star Wyvern.
Right, you do have to be a little careful about Cole specifically, because it's the one that you tend to sleep on. I see Bob go in and get another cursed belt. I mean, we're 8 minutes in, and right now it's basically just levels and some manual labor of opening doors and getting keys and getting belts, and that's it.
Yeah, if you've seen that cursed belt already, and if you found the swamp cave, you're just getting enough to survive. 38 HP. You better hope you single shot that green dragon. But that's all you really need. Now, we don't have returner outside, so you do have to go through him twice. And right now we have no healing other than a few herbs.
Right. So there is that added element of randomness. The 1 in 8 hurt more block possibility from the green dragon to be able to finish them off. And like you might withstand 1 hit, but you're probably not withstanding 2. I haven't seen anything in particular on the green dragon. I don't know if it was swinging blind or if it had some ability.
I don't remember. We have Tilo here taking out a wizard in coal, actually. And gaining a level on that, and we'll soon find out what's there.
And Stones of the Sunlight. So that's 1 less belt he's going to have to get. We've seen all of our key items, so if somebody really wanted to, you still have to find the rain cave, but we were almost, Charlotte Go mode. And speaking of hurt more resist chances, we just saw that on Tilo's side, trying to take out a Wraith Knight, getting sent back. I don't know if that'll end up being good or bad, depending on when he goes from here, just because, we've already seen kind of what we need to see. I don't know if he's seen the Swamp Cave yet, but, yeah, as Tilo's saying in chat, it was a nice time waste, so maybe the death was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, and this was all about what you found first. I know I dove grave right to the bottom. Well, I guess not right to the bottom because stair shuffle was on, so actually grave, staircase in the bottom went to Sherlock, which went to bottom of mountain, I think. So I dove 2 of the caves.
It'd be nice if there was a gold grind, relevant, but I don't think there was.
I don't think there was, and if there was, I didn't do one.
Well, there was one, because there was a gold chest in Beyond the Damage tiles in Tantagel, but I'm not sure that anyone would want to do it.
Most importantly, I don't believe I found a cursed belt there.
Right. The sort of drawback of seeing that cursed belt in the first zone means that limited the options beyond that, but that could be good and bad depending on how your exploration luck went. Now we're seeing our players pick up more and more of those cursed belts. So I think Tilo is just 1 short now of being able to have the amount necessary to win, and he's going directly at it. No mistakes and no chances to screw this up later. Yes, good point from DK. We will not be seeing where the 3rd cursed belt is. If anyone happened to see it and is willing to admit to it, feel free. At this point, we're not gonna. I don't think it's gonna spoil anything on the screen, but all of our players have seen where they are, so there's no reason they would look any other place, I believe.
And Smashy, that was full mountain 2. There were 3 chests down there, maybe? Scarlet on the green dragon. And gone.
Yeah, we saw the Hurtmore miss, and you really can't get much more than that. So, High Spirits has the princess. First attempt we have here. Is he going to be able to finish this one out and take home the victory?
Not even going for the chest that's next door, which is a good thing because it had a spike tile. Treasure card.
Also, it was sword or armor. Is that what you're saying?
I believe it was sword.
Nice. So High Spirits gets through and is almost out. He just has to make it back at this point, or he still has to get some cursed belts. I don't think he fully loaded up yet.
Should be fairly easy. He's a little bit low on HP, but as long as he's got an herb to get through, he can make it back and heal up in one of the towns while he's there.
Oh, and a werewolf is not what you want to see.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was it. Werewolves tend to ambush a little bit, and they're hard to run from, and they're hard to kill because they're highly dodgy. So it's funny. You would think the green dragon would be the problem, but nope.
Smashy, I died to it once as well. I got into the princess and decided to try it, not having any hurt mores left. Couldn't run.
So we saw our first attempt. I guess we're not going to see a sub 15 in this one. That would be pretty epic, but I'm pretty sure that's happened in tiebreaker sort of seeds before. Not that that's what this is, but similar precepts.
Yeah. Not quite as fast as tiebreaker, although I do believe we had speed hex on, but not fast text, I think.
Right, which fast text tends to chop the time down a little bit more than speed hacks. Speed hacks is nice though, just because it makes like fighting random enemies slightly faster. You lose like a second of wait time on the enemy appearing, I think.
Yep, something like that. Apparently armor was on the coordinates, was 4 north according to Guelph.
Oh, that's nifty.
Especially with treasure guards, you would have to get a spike tile on that. So if you're still in zone 0, you're getting something way out of whack, but I don't know if anyone actually went up, especially with those 2 towns real close. Hey, Bob picked up the sword.
All right. Well, that'll. I don't know if he's going to use it at all. If he doesn't get through this green dragon, it might be helpful. But nope, he's got it, and he's on his way out. Now he just needs to survive the walk back. Last herb, no more healing resources. It's looking like he got a little bit lost in getting out of Swamp Cave too.
Well, he's now out and working his way across. Looks like High Spirit's going back for another attempt.
Bob choosing to go after the Star Wyvern, throws out the Hurt More, doesn't want to take 2 run fails, kills it, and again, 26 hit points to get back, but we're almost out of that really bad zone. Yeah, now he's eating slimes, he's basically home free.
Yep, he's in zone 0 now, so it should be no problem. Or at least zone 1. Tilo died to another green. Was in Swamp Cave.
Ouch. But we see Princess is here as long as he's got his inventory correctly done, which he double checked. Good thinking, and that is it. GG's to Bob Pineapple, turning in the Princess, who is just about to get the victory squeeze.
Oh my, what a lovely corset.
And there we go. Bob Pineapple is the winner of our match up here on the screen and is moving on. We should mention he did not actually win the race. Our winner was a previous winner, but due to the way the rules are set up, there are 5 winners and we do not have repeats. So Bob Pineapple does get the victory and will get the guaranteed spot in the tournament finals here or the tournament playoffs here in a little over a week.
Indeed, I think Bob actually came second for the week, I believe.
Our first place time was just over 15 minutes, so if High Spirits hadn't got by that werewolf, he might have been. I think he probably would have won the week. But here he is with the Princess, still in this Sharlock enemy zone, and is one decent swing away from getting it.
Yeah, it was a bad zone to have to come back through, and of course, I don't know if anyone learned Return or Outside even, without or before they actually got the Cursed Princess, unless you had a much longer time.
I mean, theoretically, you could have went into Cole and bought wings, but I think on our screen, the only one that saw Cole was Tilo, who was also just getting through the swamp, but manages to get through that zone with red hit points. So it looks like he's going to be following up right behind High Spirits here to get third on our screen.
Doing a double check just to make sure you have enough curse belts.
And there we go. High Spirits, GG in second place in our race on the screen. He technically finished fourth. Again, a previous winner actually finished third. So we'll reveal who those are afterward. But there was quite a bit of competition right here at the top. These were all very quickly. And Tilo getting in third here on our screen with, I believe, a 1909. So all we have left is Scarlet Shadow, who is fighting the Green Dragon right now.
And has won. Levels up to 9, and we'll go for the princess shortly. Or no, we'll escape with the princess.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him go down and get her, but I was pretty sure just based off of the time that he had to. Now let's see, get through this scary zone. We like to think this would be safe, but we don't know. And okay, good. I think he's safe now.
Yeah, nice run from that Demon Knight, puts him back in Zone 1.
Yeah, not the easiest thing to run from, so GG's on that, and just has to get through a few more slimes till hits pay dirt here. But oh, he still does not have all of his belts, so quick drip into Breckenary.
Seems like some people got the belts beforehand, some people waited. I know myself, I did the same, go back for a few belts. I think I had just enough keys to get my last belt before I could go. But still, all these racers, looks like Scarlet's going to finish in just under 20. The times were spread out. We'll see it later on. But there were a good clump around this timeline.
Alright, I think if you go all the way up to 30 minutes, I think we had 20 people at sub 30. So there was a ton of people who piled in after this, and then it was kind of everyone after this had bad exploration luck, or in one person's case, died to the Green Dragon like 4 times or something like that.
Yeah, any number of things can happen. When you're doing this at a low level, you don't have a high agility, so back attacks are possible. I know we did have a high attack power, because I believe there was like a 37 gain or something at one point, or 31, which was really nice. So you really didn't even need a weapon, of all things.
But yes, GG to all of our players. Again, with the victory here, Bob Pineapple will be moving on as an automatic qualifier, joining Angel FM, Zarnax, and Niminva as people who are already qualified in. But then we'll get to see the rest. Cyberdark, are you doing the spreadsheet display?
Camion is, I believe. We do have it ready to go.
Awesome.
And by the way, the Week 5 seed has been posted in Player's Room now and is pinned thanks to Zarnax.
And yeah, so this was a very quick week. In a lot of ways, it could have been very random. We'll see when we get our full list up here. To be official, the person with the quickest time this week was Angel FM. And I believe, Bob was second, and Niminva was third. High Spirits 4th, Tilo 5th, and Scarlet Shadow 6th. But both Angel and Niminva have been qualified, so it does mean, I think that puts Angel ahead in their head-to-head competition, which is completely meaningless, except to them, I suppose. So having spoiled the results, let's go ahead and show them off really quick.
Week 4, probably Cursed Princess. Oh, that scrolls the wrong way. Ooh.
Oh, that's just fun though. You know, it's a cursed scroll.
Fair enough.
We see some of our runners are Green Dragon, a common one there. Green Dragon Luck, back attack from Marashu. Well, the first time I looked at this, I saw that I think Snooze Rashu, Crump's brother, and Brian Williams were the first 4, and I was like, hey, this is going to be a really neat and random week. And then a lot of our bigger players just came in at the end and kind of dominated it. But I think this was probably the hashtag randomest week, just because the quick thing means so many ways you could just blow the seed without realizing it.
So right after Scarlet Shadow there, we've got 5 players all within a minute, and really a minute and 5 seconds between Scarlet Shadow and 5 other people, which was really, really close together.
Yes, very tight. What is it? The B and E Motel 6. It was the Cursed Inn, I guess, today.
Yeah, very strange to see Curse built in Connery, but because usually that's where you're going to get it taken off. But it was really nice to have it there so close to home. It made this very, very fast if you searched it.
Yeah, instead of the 6 gold end, it was the 7 Curse belt end. Or I guess 6. Yeah, you would only been 6. You already had one, so that's awesome.
All right, we should have our next lot of times in the opposite direction there.
Oh, there we go. And we see Silly Dabbit running up there. Excuse me, Princess, from Ziggy. Fry Teeth with the patented no comment. I think this is the 4th one in a row. Archfield with yet another foreign language word that I think that's Spanish, but I can't remember what it means.
Seems legit. Again, we had a bunch more players here, all within like a minute of each other.
Yeah, it's a very tight race as we went through East. Yeah.
East, not south or west. Yep. Just go east.
So it was good that the map seemed to be quite small, because it hopefully kept too many people from going the wrong direction for very long, but there was so little time to react that even a little bit is probably is too much.
All those people that ground curse belts in Sherlock, which direction was that in? Because I don't know. Ah, north.
Oh, Swamp Cave last. Yeah, I have a feeling that qualifies for a lot of the people we're going to see on the screen here. There's a few of these comments that are more than one word. I don't know. We might have to reevaluate if those comments count or not. Yeah, I have a feeling that's just what happened here, and except maybe in the case in Smashy with stepping on rakes, I have a feeling it had some trouble getting past those mountains.
Yeah, for sure. Either way, it was a good seat all around. I mean, an hour or less for everybody, which was still good. I don't know if anyone... it seems like everyone actually did Curse Princess. I don't think anyone actually went for the Dragon Lord kill. It's just a matter of what you found when, pretty much.
Right, and there was no benefit, or there was no alteration to the experience, so going for the full game win, even though, I mean, almost everything we were able to see just with the people on the screen, but my gosh, it would have taken, like maybe Guelph would have been in that territory, but I think probably not, just based off his comments in chat.
All right, so we have our standings through 4 weeks. Angel of M, of course, still in first, and Minvad second, Bob in third. All 3 of those are qualified, as well as Zarnax down here, lower on the screen.
And again, it is the 5 automatic winners and the top 7 otherwise, although it does involve that drop. So the line right now you would look at is probably, well, we see Guelph actually, even though his total score is lower, his drop score puts him a little bit higher. So we're looking in somewhere in the Tristal High Spirits Arm Pulley range. But it's so tight that I don't think anyone in there is going to feel comfortable.
Right, yeah, anyone... I mean, it all depends on this next seed, and it could go up, it could go down, depends on how you place. Someone could rocket up from just under Zarnax there. Tilo is tied, so could easily pop up there pretty quick. It's still anyone's game, other than the 4 that have qualified, really.
And all that matters is the qualification, because I believe the first week is the same format as we've been doing, just 12 people all race. There's no benefit to finishing first in here, so just being able to qualify is the big thing. And the remaining people on our list, I would say at this point, if you look at the drop total, anyone who is still within, I would say in the 70s or the high 60s, might still be able to get in here without a win. But considering the amount of people I think we've had drop, and we're not getting all of the submissions that we were before, it's probably, I would say, yeah, anyone below 70 probably needs to win in week 5 to qualify. But that is still possible.
It is indeed. I mean, it couldn't take a lot of moving around. If you won, you'd get 43 points. Someone else that's up there would have to move pretty far down to not overtake you again. So, again, there's still a bit of playing, but it's up for grabs for a lot of people. Yeah.
All right, and that's the joy of this tournament and a lot of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer stuff, where they try to give you every chance to still be able to qualify. I think in the summer tournament we saw Marashi went 1-4 and won the last chance race, and then also finished high enough in the play-in to get in, and I think came real close to winning in his first round in that one too.
Indeed. So, week 5, we've got probably time to gamble. Base flags, everything that has been random is random, no guaranteed flags. I think other than Permanent Torch and not using the alternate running algorithm, stuff like that. Basically, anything that was random before is random now.
Yeah, so it's like, I think, is it No Hurt More is still not allowed. Like, I think that one is, there's a few flags that haven't been randomized and won't be until the last week of the tournament, I think.
Let's just pull it up real quick. We've got random growth is guaranteed on. Everything else on gameplay side is random. Menu wrapping is on. Permanent Torch is on. And that's about it. Everything else is pretty much random or not allowed. Yeah, No Hurt More is not allowed. We're going to have numbers. We're going to have NPCs and players. We're not going to randomly rotate the mirrors or randomly rotate and mirror dungeons. Though I believe Stair Shuffle is on.
So Nauseous mode has been turned off.
Nauseous mode has been turned off, thank God. Stair Shuffle is random. Random spell learning is random, of course. Map could be either or. We still could have Chest Shuffle. Heal Hurt before more is possible. Death Necklace may be on or off. Torches may be on or off. Yeah, all the fun stuff. Could still be open or short Sherlock as well, and we could need keys, maybe not. I don't think we've seen a Speed Hex Seed yet. I can't remember.
I don't think we've seen Fast Text either. Or is that? I think that's the one you were talking about when you said Speed Hex.
No, Speed... Oh, right, Speed Hex was this week, of course. We haven't seen Fast Text, as far as I remember. But yeah, I think Speed Hex was this week, because the music seemed shorter.
So I guess what we're hoping for here is to not have it on and to have, random experience for enemies where nothing, breaks 20. See people do the late game grind in a desert zone on like Droll Magis and race that work like 106.
Yeah, I mean, that's always fun, but depends on how much else you have random, I guess.
All right. But again, congratulations to our winner this week, Bob Pineapple. And those of you who've been able to move up in the points and standings and have a chance here to qualify. Everything comes down to the last week. If you have any questions about anything, please feel free to mention them in the Discord. But it looks like, again, everyone still has a chance because all you have to do is win to qualify. So I guess we might see some very aggressive strats from some people and some very conservative ones from others who are just trying to hope to not fall too far down the ranks.
All right, got to push for that win, but you never know. Just doing well may get you up there. I think that's going to do it for us. We're going to raid High Spirits when we're finished. Aaron, you want to sign us off?
All right, on behalf of Kami and Renakai, Cyberdark, and me, Aaron, to you too, thank you all for watching this production of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Random Percent Cup Tournament Week 4 results show. We raid High Spirits. Just wish you all the best Sunday and good luck with these flags next week.
See you next week for the final recap and the playoff reveal.